Welcome to another session of 12 Beers of Christmas, brought to you by the Bikes and Beers crew. I'm Mark.
I'm Andy.
And we're the Mark and Andy dancing team. We'll show you our dance moves a little later.
Oh, yeah.
But our primary purpose actually today is to share yet another beer in the 12 Beers of Christmas. And we love to do our beer drinking, don't we?
Yeah.
I think so.
I would have to agree.
Especially this time of year too.
Yeah, Christmas time is a fun time to get together with friends, family, have a few beers, have lots to eat.
Yes.
And you know what? There's no finer way than having a nice cold beer. And I find nowadays a lot of people are tending to pair beers with food. So at Christmas time, when you're making an appetizer, think about a nice beer to bring with it instead of a wine or something like that. So just a little tip for the...
That was a very nice plug. Because one of the things that we do amongst friends, just, that kind of a segue there, is we host a craft beer Christmas where we do allow everyone to bring 6 beers from a local craft brewery and pair it with food. And it is actually a really neat experience because we get some really interesting pairings, and we've had some great pairings, as a matter of fact. And I have to admit, Andy's done a great one once before with a Railway City Stout and chocolate cake, homemade. Everything has to be homemade.
Yeah, it's all homemade.
And that was yummy. I have to admit, and I'm not a huge stout guy, but that was pretty
good.
damn yummy. Yeah. So, anyways, 'tis the season, is what we're saying, to drink beer. But it's always a good time to pair food with beer. Craft beer, with the emerging market that it is today, it's very similar to where the wine industry was years ago, and now it's getting into a lot of the pairings, which makes it interesting.
Yeah.
So now you take a beer and you pair it with some food, and whether that be cheese or a meat dish or something like that, it becomes more interesting and more enjoyable and more social.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah. It's not about pounding back 12, 15 beers anymore like in the old days. It's more about taking the beer and enjoying an experience and a social conversations with your friends.
Weekend?
What last weekend? Shh, we're on cameras. Shh. Anyways, moving on. So today, we're going to profile Oast, and I hope I'm saying that right. I believe I am.
Sounds good.
Does it sound good?
Sounds good.
Does it roll off nice?
Oast with the most.
Oastest with the mostest?
Yeah.
We're going to do their Barn Raiser Country Ale, the Farmhouse Ale, which is the mainstay brew of Oast, right?
Yes, it is.
Their focus is on the Farmhouse Ales. So why don't we crack this baby open?
Sure.
And see if it's going to tempt our tummy.
Alrighty then.
All right.
Now, Oast Brewery is in
Niagara-on-the-Lake. I like that sound, man.
I know. One of my favorite sounds.
Oh, there we go.
Niagara-on-the-Lake, and they're actually situated in an old barn. Now, don't get the wrong impression. I mean, the barn's been refurbished and it's all nice, and they have a patio and they have a brew room and with taps in it, and it looks really, really an enjoyable place to go visit. We have yet to been there, but I'd like to go, hopefully in the summer.
Well, we've had their beers before.
Yeah.
That's a 10-4. But yeah, we have not been there, and actually just part of doing this series and doing the research, didn't even realize the outdoor space they had, right?
Yeah.
What? It's golden? They're all golden beers, man. They're all golden beers. Anyways, they got a really neat, looks like a great outdoor patio food area. And they do serve food, which is great. And the food looks awesome.
It does look good.
So we're definitely going to be doing a road trip down to Niagara-on-the-Lake in the spring or summer next year.
Yeah, try it.
And definitely doing a full-on review of Oast Brewery. But anyways, just take a sip of the beer. You got a little bit more head than I did. You poured better than I did.
I think I poured more than you did.
Well, you did that too, but that's just you.
Just have it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, it's a nice light hoppiness to it.
Yes.
It's not overly bitter like some of the IPAs you can get, but it does have, when you first bring the glass up to your nose, you can get a nice waft of, it's like a hoppy, nice earthy odor.
You get a bit of, like a bit of a flora kind of earthy tone.
Very nice. And then the aftertaste is it's got a little bit of bitterness. It's Not crazy,
Very slight.
but it's a very refreshing beer.
Yes. And it's actually kind of funny, and I don't know, it's just me sometimes, the words that come into my head, but when I took that first swig, I thought, this tastes like a manly beer. It tastes, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm a meat and potatoes guy, yeah. Well, you know what, and I don't mean to be gender specific, but it just felt robust, maybe is a better word to use. Robust. What do you think?
Robust.
Well, just the flavor. It comes into your mouth and you get a taste of all the goodness.
I can see robust.
Thank you.
Yes, robust.
Why are you making me kind of squirm in my chair here? Help me out, please. Help.
I don't know about the manly beer. It's a manly man.
Well, it came to my head and I said it.
And that's
But it tastes, you know what? It's a full body kind of taste.
yes.
It's not lacking. It's not light. It's not a light beer, but it's also not a heavy beer either. Right? So when you think of like a stronger IPAs or a stout, like the heavier type beers or the beers with a lot of hoppy flavors, this is actually quite mild.
Yeah.
But tasty.
It's very tasty.
I like it.
They grow their own hops.
Yes, they
and
do.
They use a lot of local products as well, from wine barrels from wineries. When they make some of their special edition beers, they will produce the beer or let the beer sit in wine barrels, like some other breweries do with whiskey barrels. So they're very much into fresh products, local products for their brewing processes. So.
Well, it's interesting to bring up the wine barrel. Well, obviously they're in the wine region as well, with being in Niagara-on-the-Lake, but I believe that part of the ownership and the founders, there was a beer guy and a sommeliers, all the different kind of backgrounds came together to form Oast Brewery. And I think it was back in 2010, if I'm not mistaken, around there.
I believe it was.
They kind of started, they got the wheels in motion, got things going, and they decided to focus on the farmhouse ale market because there really was no representation in that sector at that point in time, which is a good choice because they've done a great job with this farmhouse ale.
Very good.
Yeah. So, closing notes?
No, very, very good beer. I highly recommend it. If you do or are able to find it, I'm not too sure if it's available. Is it available in the liquor
stores? Yeah.
This time we're getting a shrug from the cameraman.
Liquor stores for sure. Beer stores I'd have to double check, and I apologize for that, but I know it's in the liquor store.
Yeah.
That's actually where I got those 2 cans from. So, but definitely, I would give it a try. So you know what? If you tried some of the other kind of beers we've been talking about, like the lager sheds and that, this is a step up as far as taste goes. It's got a little bit more of that hoppy taste.
It's more complex.
There's a nice word, complex.
Yes.
This is a more complex beer, but a very tasty beer, but not too heavy and not too light. So definitely a good middle ground beer.
Yes.
Hey?
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Good synopsis.
Good, thank you. So get out, try it. Like I said, we haven't been at the brewery, but the brewery looks like a ton of fun. So if you're in the Niagara-on-the-Lake area, definitely stop in, check it out. And if you're there before us, let us know what it's like there and give us some feedback and some ratings and what you think of the Oast Brew House, because I think that would be interesting for us, just to kind of learn from the audience. So, hit us up on our website at bikesandbeersadventures.com. You can also hit us up on our Facebook page, Bikes and Beers Adventures, and on social media, Bikes and Beers Adventures.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Yes. Check us out, try Oast, and Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho. Cheers.
Bye, everybody.